Hello lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. As an avid makeup lover, I have something that I'm sure many of you probably have as well, and that is a running wish list of makeup tools, makeup products, all the different makeup things that I'm interested in and currently have my eye on. So I thought it'd be fun just to sit down and hang out with you today and just go through my current wish list, pop up some pictures on the screen, and just take a look at some palettes and some tools that I've been interested in and I've been keeping my eye on and thinking about purchasing. So before we get started, if you are interested in this look that I have on my eyes today, I did film a tutorial as part of my Icy Eyes Winter Palettes short series, and that one was using the Andrea Marie Cosmetics Icy Praise palette. This is a beautiful little blue palette. It is perfect for the winter time. Absolutely stunning, and you can see it performs so beautifully on the eyes. So I just wanted to share that with you before we get started. So I'm really excited just to dive into my wish list, share some things that I really am interested in and think are super pretty, and I can't wait to share them with you. So come along with me and let's make up the rules. So let's start out going through my wish list of the tools that I'm interested in, and then we'll go through and look at some products as well. So the first thing that I'm interested in is a rhinestone picker. This is a tool that's used when you are applying little jewels or bedazzles on your eyeshadow look, and it's something that I would really like to get into, adding some jewels to some of my looks, just adding a little extra pop and flair to them. But those jewels are so tiny and so difficult to work with, especially when you're just using your fingers. So a rhinestone picker is a great tool to be able to pick up those jewels and to be able to apply them precisely where you want them. So they're pretty cheap on Amazon. There's a whole bunch of different options, so that's something that I've been looking at and trying to decide which one I'd like to order so that I can start getting just a collection of some jewels together and be able to apply them. The next product that I have on my wish list is going to be a makeup spatula. This is another tool that you can find pretty plentifully on Amazon, and they have a lot to pick from and choose from for pretty cheap. And this is one of those tools that you can use to either stir your product, move product from one container to another, just really anything like that. And the main reason that I want to get one of these is for my Tarte Cosmetic Cloudy with a Chance of Sprinkles palette. I've had this palette for a little over a year, and there are a couple of really cool shades in here. You can see there's one here and then one on this side that they look like sprinkles, and so they're really cool, but you do have to kind of stir them to be able to use them. And as you can see, I have not done that yet because I don't have a makeup spatula to be able to stir them. I don't have the right tool to do that. So that's definitely something that I have on my wish list and that I've been thinking about for a while. I need to just kind of take the plunge and go ahead and order one of those. The last tools that I have on my makeup wish list are going to be makeup brushes for the eyes. This is something that I've thought about for a little while, and I just haven't made that commitment to it yet. They can be pretty pricey, especially if you're going to get some really nice quality ones, and that's definitely something that I would like to invest in. Of course, it's always hard if I'm trying to decide if I want to spend some money on an eyeshadow palette or on brushes. Usually I'm going to pick a new eyeshadow palette, so that's a large part of why I haven't purchased new brushes yet. I do have some pretty nice brushes, but I got them for a pretty reasonable price at Ulta. If you've been around on my channel for any amount of time, you've probably seen that I use a lot of Ulta Beauty Collection brushes. But there are a few different brands that I see a lot of other creators on YouTube use, and there's some that I definitely think would be really nice and would really be high quality products to use. So I've got some from 3 different brands that I've been kind of looking at and thinking about. The first brand is going to be Sigma. The second brand is going to be Refer. And the last brand is going to be Singe Beauty. So those are typically the ones that I see kind of floating around YouTube, and definitely ones that look like really high quality, really nice brushes. Of course, they are a little bit of an investment, so that's why I haven't gotten them, but definitely they're on my wish list and something that I'm still thinking about. And those are all the tools that I have on my makeup wish list at this time. So let's go ahead and start moving in more to makeup products. I've got several eyeshadow palettes on my list, but before we get into that, I do have one lipstick on my list right now. This is something that I actually have an old one of, and it's a coral lipstick, and I'm wanting to find a replacement because I'm not sure if I can find this one again. This is from Bare Minerals, and it is just a little tube of kind of a dark coral kind of lipstick. It is a really pretty shade. I'll pop up on the screen. I recently did one of my other Icy Eyes winter shorts, and I was doing the Frozen Kiss palette from Gourmand Girls, and I was wearing this lipstick, and it is so pretty. I had a lip gloss with it, but you can still see the color. It is so pretty, and I definitely wear this one a lot. If you can't tell, it's a little messy, and then the actual lipstick is starting to kind of break off, so I'm gonna need to get a replacement soon, but I don't know exactly which brand or which product I want to look at or to get. I really like the color of this one, and I would love to find something that's comparable to it. So I definitely would love to hear from you if you have a go-to favorite coral lipstick that's not too bright or too orange, maybe a little darker and a little more muted. I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. What would you recommend for this product? Alright, so now we are finally moving into the eyeshadow palette part of my wish list, and this of course is the part I'm the most excited about because I love eyeshadow palettes. I love beautiful color stories, and I'm so excited to talk about these. So since we already talked a little bit about Tint Art Cosmetics, let's go ahead and start there on my wish list. There are a couple of Tint Art palettes that I've kind of had my eye on for a while, and I haven't made the purchase yet just because I haven't really gotten around to it, or I've been focused on some other products before those, but there are a couple that are really pretty that I definitely am interested in. The first one is the Eyes Cream palette. It is so cute. It is kind of light, almost pastel colors, and they have a lot of texture and a lot of design to the individual eyeshadows, so they look like different flavors of ice cream. It is so cute. It is the perfect summer palette, just to be able to really create some bright, colorful look. And of course, that's the perfect time to eat some ice cream and just enjoy the summer weather. So definitely that might be something that might stay on my wish list just a little bit longer, but definitely one I'm interested in. And the other Tint Art Cosmetics palette that I'm interested in is the Neon Me palette. It is so pretty. It has such beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. And if you have been around on my channel for any amount of time, you know that I love colorful eyeshadow. Even just today, I think you can tell that is my favorite way to apply eyeshadow. I really love just colorful and fun and vibrant look. So the Neon Me palette would be a great addition to my collection to create some looks that have some nice bright pops to them. The next palette that I'm interested in that's on my wish list is from a brand that I actually have never tried before, but I have seen this palette advertised and I think it is so cute. It is so perfectly me, and I'm really interested in it. It is from Black Moon Cosmetics, and it is the Cat's Meow palette. It is so cute. I absolutely love the front of the package. It's got a whole bunch of different kitty cat faces, and I absolutely love kitties. I do have one, and actually one of the cats that's on the package looks a lot like one of my other cats that passed away recently. As I was getting ready for this video and looking at all of these products and really getting ready to create this and be able to talk about them, I hadn't looked at this palette in a while. It was just kind of in the back of my mind and on my list, and as I was going back and looking at it and just seeing the face of my kitty, it was just so meaningful and definitely something that really made me like this palette even more and made it even more special to me. So definitely this is just a beautiful palette. It's bright colors but also kind of grungy at the same time, and it's just such a beautiful and unique color story. The shade names are so cute. Every single one of them is all about cats, which is my favorite. I absolutely love that. Cats are definitely my favorite animal, and so I just am so excited to see this kind of palette. And then just the packaging is so cute with all the kitty cat faces on the front, and then even the mirror is shaped like a cat's head. So this one definitely had to make it onto my list, and is definitely one that I would love to have in my collection. The next palette that's on my wish list is coming from Gourmand Girls, and it is the Bitten palette. This is such a beautiful and unique way for them to have created a Valentine's palette. It is so beautiful and grungy and deep and dark, and I absolutely love it. The cover of it is so cute with all the bats and just the vampire look, and it is just such a fun and just unique color story and palette, and I really am sad that I missed out on it. It is currently out of stock on their website, but I did see that Gourmand Girls posted on Instagram at the end of last year that they were going to be bringing it back sometime early in 2026. I don't have an exact date yet, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on it, and I'm looking forward to picking this one up when it comes back into stock. The next palette on my wish list is coming from Nomad Cosmetics, and they are quickly becoming one of my favorite indie brands. They are so beautiful. They have great quality. I've already picked up several palettes from them, and I have my eye on another one. The one I'm looking at is the Keys Beachy and Peachy palette. It is so beautiful, such a bright and vibrant and rich color story, and I absolutely love the packaging on this one as well. And my husband and I actually went on a Royal Caribbean cruise last year, and one of our ports that we went to was Key West. So this one definitely is very personal to me. I have a lot of good memories there. And if you're interested in seeing more about our trip, I did do a Chatty Get Ready With Me series all about our cruise. So every day while we were on the cruise, as I was getting ready for each day, I was just talking about our trip, sharing some pictures and some videos. So definitely check that out. And we have one video all about Key West. And this palette, of course, had to go on my list just because it represents a place that was so special for me on that trip. The last two palettes that are on my current wish list are both coming from the same brand, and it is Bella Beauté Bar. This is such a beautiful brand. They have such amazing palettes and beautiful quality. I actually got my first palette from Bella Beauté Bar as a Christmas gift from my husband Dylan. It was the Come Play With Us palette. It was based on the movie The Shining, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is such a beautiful color story, and it is so stunning, so vibrant, so pigmented, and absolutely great quality. So I'm really in love with this brand right now, and I'm definitely interested in some of their other palettes. The first one is one of their newer palettes. It's called Crystallize, and it is such a beautiful palette. It's got some bright colors, some kind of pastels. It's got a lot of beautiful shimmers with some beautiful shift to them, and there's just a lot of range in this palette. It's a very unique color story, but it's absolutely stunning. I've seen some swatches of it, and it just swatches beautifully and creates such beautiful looks. So this is definitely one that I have on my wish list right now, and I'm very interested in. And the other palette that I'm interested in from Bella Beauté Bar, I actually think I like a little bit more than the Crystallized palette, and it is the Ocean Jewel palette. I've seen this one several times, and it is absolutely stunning. The colors in this color story are so beautiful. They work together beautifully just to create such a beautiful ocean-inspired look, and I'm kind of a sucker for this kind of color story. Anything that's kind of oceany or mermaid, I always am drawn to it. I think they're so beautiful, and they just create such beautiful combinations of colors. So this one is so stunning, and definitely pretty high up on my wish list right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really enjoyed going through my wish list. I know it's kind of got a lot of products on there. There's definitely a lot of things that I'm interested in right now. Let me know in the comments below which one of these you think should be on the top of my wish list right now, and definitely one that I should be considering purchasing. I've got a lot of different things I'm looking at and trying to decide which one I really want to prioritize. So definitely let me know if you've used any of these products or any of these palettes and what your thoughts are about them. And then I'd also love to hear from you. Do you have your own makeup wish list, and what are some things that you have on yours? If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps me to see what content you're enjoying and what you want to see more of. And definitely, if you want to see more makeup content on my channel, then please go ahead and also hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you around in the future. And of course, if you're one of my current subscribers, thank you so much for your support. As always, it means so much to me. Until next time, let's be kind to each other, beautiful to ourselves, and never afraid to make up the rules.